I hate to be that YouTuber, but some modifications were done to the fighter jet off screen by a very awesome member in our Discord server. So this is the before version. This is the one that I basically made. And look at these random intakes right here that I added for some reason. And then look at the brand new one, completely fixed. Look at the front. It just looks so amazing. And then wait till you see this, guys. Look at the canopy. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely perfect. And then the wings. Look at the wings. They did some modifications to the wings. They're a little bit XML, but it looks so much better. I just definitely think they look better. Let me know which version you like better. I'm definitely digging this new one though. And they also fixed the landing gear, so it's a really nice landing gear. We have a entire compartment for it. Same with the back one. It all 100% works, and they fixed our gyro. Let me kind of show you what's going on in here. So we just have our 2 engine buttons. We're gonna close our canopy right here. Yes, this thing still can eject. I'll show you guys that here in a second, but let's throttle up. So if we put the throttle on full, it will take a couple seconds to actually take off here. It has to spool up to get the RPS to like the same amount. So it'll start, and any second now it should start pushing us. There we go. All right, we're stalling out the air because I cut the engine. Okay, landing gear is right here. Gear lever, it'll put the landing gear up and perfectly. Oh, that looks so smooth. But guys, look at the plane. It flies so much better. We can actually like pull up and do rolling stuff with it, and we have yaw control. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna actually be able to strafe people with this. And of course, the moment you've been waiting for, the eject. So how this works, it launches both of the canopies open super fast, and then you know the ejection seats eject. So I'll show you guys. So if I click number 6 here, it'll shoot the things open, and then it'll launch us both out. The back one gets launched a little bit earlier for safety reasons, but let's bring this to the workbench and get started on it. Well, I probably should have mentioned this in the beginning, but we're going to be adding systems today. So like all the computers and radar, and maybe even some auto chaffs to kind of like displace missiles that are chasing us. All right, so the first thing we're going to be adding is this radar microcontroller. Let's see, it's this one right here. I think it is. So let's go ahead and spawn this in and see if this radar actually detects our plane directly like behind it. So it definitely should. Okay, we're going to activate radar, and it is. So look at that. The green dot is right there. Hold on, maybe if we push this out more, it'll get farther away. So look at that, it does get farther away. So we have a working radar, and it's on a 1x1 monitor, which works perfectly. And then we can click it, and it actually changes the range. So yep, we're gonna be using this one. So now we have to stuff all this random stuff in here. So this is the actual radar itself. This is the heart of basically all of this. Where's the radar at on most planes? Is it like above it, or like in the, I'm pretty sure it's in the nose, but we have no room in here for like absolutely anything. But you know what, we'll probably just have to put it somewhere back here, maybe in the logic area. So let's see where this will fit at. All right, so right here is like a really small space. We'll just put it like right here. As you can see, there's no red, which means it should fit, and we'll put it more in the center. There we go, perfect. So now we have our radar in the actual microcontroller room, and I don't know if we have enough room for all these other microcontrollers, but we'll see here. So we'll just go ahead and copy this one. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. But yeah, the microcontroller room is literally already full, so I think we're gonna have to actually do something here, and it'll make the fuel tank larger. So if we put this directly back on the wall here, put it up 1 block, I don't think that's in the way of anything. Like, I think it should work. What about this? Oh wait, that might actually, oh, that might be an issue. Nope, I think it'll work. But yeah, as you can see, the microcontroller's right here. It'll add some more fuel room. So as you can see, like there's more crevices and stuff the fuel can leak into, and it's just perfect. Yeah, so that'll work. And we can't forget about all these like sensors and dials. So this is actually a lot of the main stuff here, just detects like where we are at. So that's like the GPS sensor and all that stuff. So we're gonna put this all the way in the back right here where we have a lot of room. So I don't know, what should we put in the back of this thing? Probably some more microcontrollers, but we have to be careful because all the missiles will hit like our fuel tank area, which is fine because fuel doesn't like explode in this game, but you know, we have to be careful where we put microcontrollers. And then we have this last thing here. So I think we'll also put this in that sensor room right here. I think it didn't copy for some reason, so we'll just put that right in the middle right there perfectly. And now what do we have to connect? Okay, so now we need a 1x1 monitor, so we'll just grab that one right there. And then where's the radar normally at in here? So this is our altitude right here. I forgot to label that. So this is the altitude. Right here is the fuel, and then in the center here we will have our radar. So that's a pretty good spot for a radar. We'll do that. And if we go to video and we just connect our video up just like that, and same with composite because it is a touch monitor, so we can touch some stuff on it, which is amazing. There we go. So I think we have all that stuff connected. Let's see, is there anything else we need to connect? No, I think we can actually delete this entire vehicle here. So there we go, we have added the radar. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, next up is auto chaff. So this is going to be the stuff that shoots out of the side of the plane to kind of have missiles to like distract the missiles. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And I'm thinking this needs to be on like an entirely different subgrid so it doesn't like spread. So if a missile hits us, it shouldn't spread to the different subgrid. So for now, we're just going to put the microcontroller up here and kind of make an area for this. So should we have all the important microcontrollers like be back here? Maybe we could do that. So now if we grab some robotic pivots, put them right here and just drag a line across, now anything on this subgrid right here should not be damaged by the main plane. And we're gonna even put some more the other way just for like some actually main support there. All right, so we have our support thing set up, and we're going to put all of our ejection seat microcontrollers on this also. So we're going to leave some room. All right, now we need a radar detector. This will detect if we're being locked onto. So something definitely important. We're going to put this right here, and then radar detection will go to right here, radar detector. So now we have our radar detector. Now we need all the chaff. So let's search up flares, because they're actually just called flares. And now where would be the proper place for all of this to be at? So if we launch it maybe under the wing, I don't know about that. You know what? I feel like right here would be the perfect spot. So it'll just launch out of the side of the plane right here. We'll make a big old line like that. So we'll have two stripes on both sides that'll launch chaff. So we're gonna make it our gray color right here. Of course, that's very important. And then just make some lines of this. These are flares, so we're gonna have to actually manually select them and change them all to chaff. That's very important. So what I mean by that, we select this and go to all the way to chaff, and then we want this to go to 10. So we have to do this on every single one. Now that that's done, we have like all these weird looking dots on the side of the plane. That's just gonna have to do for now unless we change it, which would most likely be off screen. So if they change one day, that's probably why. So now what we need to do is launch chaff. So this launch chaff button will activate the left ones first. So of course it has to go left to right, and then the launch pass through will go to the next one. So once that one's out, it'll go to that one, and it's just a big old line that it's gonna go through. There we go. Now we have like some type of spider web logic going on there. Now we need the manual chaff. So what button should we be able to click to manually do it if we like actually see a missile? So should it be number 1? Oh, I think these are actually already labeled. Let's see what any of these do here. I don't think they actually do. So we will have number 1 be our chaff. And how do we connect number 1? So it goes through composite. So we have to go here. And then I just had to make this custom microcontroller right here that reads all the numbers from the seat. So we connect this straight to our seat, which I think is that one right there. And then it'll display out all the numbers. So number 1 will be the chaff. So number 1 will go straight to chaff or activate it. You know what? I think we need to activate auto chaff on a constant signal, but we'll see. And we're going to make a big button right here that'll activate the auto chaff. So we're going to do a toggle. So toggle right there, and this will activate the auto chaff, which will go to this right here. It'll spawn with it on. So we're going to do auto chaff on. There we go. Now that we have that done, let's test it out. We have infinite electric on. So, oh, it just launched one. Are we getting detected by a radar or something? Why did it just launch? Okay, never mind. I think that was the last vehicle we were using. All right, so let's test this. If I click number 1, it should launch chaff, and it does. And if I just spam it to test it, it should just go down the line, and then now it goes to the right side, and it just completely runs out. Perfect. And yeah, these each one of those little dots causes like a radar target. That's why missiles actually lose their target and lock. And you know what? We need a button to turn on all of our instruments, and we can't have all these dials here. So we're gonna put that all into one microcontroller, kind of like this one right here. So that's perfect. And for that, we're gonna put this on the subgrid to make sure it doesn't ever get damaged. And now we need to make the instrument panel, so we'll have to just move these to the side for now. So we're just gonna copy both of these with no issue at all, cut it out of the plane and put it over here just for now. And the instrument panel will be right in front of our face with the button to the left of it to turn it on. So those will all just be dials showing us kind of what's going on. And for the in signal will be connected to this, and then let's see here. So we have to connect those to whatever those buttons were connected to. Okay, so number 1 was fuel, so we're gonna connect this fuel one to number 1. And then what was the second one over here? This one, wait, I think we just connected altitude. I don't know. Then the next one was altitude, so number 2 was altitude. There we go. And you know what? We're gonna do something custom here. So we're gonna have a radar lock one, and it's going to be an indicator. So this right here will glow if we're getting locked onto by like some type of radar. And what color should we have it glow? So on our paint menu here, we can go to additive, and we're gonna make it glow red. That looks scary. Now that we got that done, we have to connect this to our radar detector, which is right there. So I think we have everything all connected that needs to be. Let's spawn this in and test it out. All right, so in here, let's not break the plane. So now we have our fuel level, our altitude, our radar lock ping, and then whatever that's going to be. And then we need our button right there to turn on like our monitors and the dial backlights to make it glow. All right, then this button right here will activate all monitors just like this. Perfect. And same with the backlights of every button to make it all look nice and shiny. And then we're gonna also name that button system. So now, of course, we have to test it out, and we go in here, activate systems. We have our working radar right here. Let's go ahead and take this thing off. All right, Neotastic, clear for takeoff. Here we go. Oh, I need to add a speed one. That's a great idea. So we'll have a speed one. Why do we have 2 altitudes? You know what? That one could probably be our speed. And I'm feeling like this thing definitely needs some work. So you know what? We're gonna get the heck out of here. Oh my gosh, first person is insane for that. Why were we like on top of the plane there? That's kind of an issue. And we're gonna have this 4th dial right here, convert to miles an hour. And for that, we're gonna have to use this like math thing, you could say. So we're gonna put this also on the subgrid because this is pretty important, I guess. You always have to know your speed. So we're gonna put that right there, and it will output to the 4th one. And let's see the equation for this miles an hour. So if we go to conversions, It is this one right here. All right, now we have our speed in miles an hour. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and test this out. Did I just put my gear up? Okay, I hope I didn't. All right, we're gonna start moving here, and this number is going to launch up, let's just say. So miles an hour is going to shoot up right about now. No way we're going 300 miles an hour. Is this accurate? I feel like we did something wrong in our equation. I mean, you know, it might be. We might be going 300 miles an hour, but I don't think we can do turns like this at 300. I don't know what's going on. It's definitely oh my gosh, we need to eject. We need to eject. Get out of the plane. We're all gonna die. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna go ahead and test out our radar ping thing. So over here we have this radar currently being activated by me. We are detecting it, as you can see. So that means in here we should be getting that alert. All right, so we have a new radar out. This one's working better because our auto chaff is actually going off. And if we go in here, it's not like displaying it, but it definitely is detecting us. I don't know what's going on with that. So now when we get locked onto, which is right now, it will shoot out a chaff. Maybe it should be a little bit more delayed. I don't know why it's shooting out chaff so early. And then for the back operator here, I'm thinking they're going to be operating the radio, of course. So a radio is how we communicate with other pilots or people on the ground. So we need to fit this large antenna somewhere in this plane to have like the best communication. So we're going to put it on the roof of our plane right about here. So if we paste it and then merge it in, perfect. And now it's all already connected. And we're just going to put this microcontroller in here. We're going to put this on the regular subgrid. So, you know, I don't care if it really gets damaged. It's a radio, you know, who needs communication? Now that I said that, it's probably going to become very important at a certain moment. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and copy all of our radio equipment in there. So we have our two controls right here. And we just added a button right here to turn on all of our radio instruments. So that'll turn on that right there. And now we don't even need this part over here. We're going to keep the other radio in front of us to try communicating with it, of course. Let's see. I think we have everything all connected perfectly. Let's go ahead and spawn it in, test it out. Oh yeah, the chaff is still going off from that over there. You know what? That's fine. All right, so we're going to be on frequency. Let's see what frequency 1. All right. Hello, testing. There should be getting a signal over here. Yes, they are. Okay, so that little thing's glowing. Oh, you guys want to know why? My voice chat's at 0. There we go. So now if we hold this button down and try talking, hello. Oh, yep, I definitely hear it loud and clear, to be honest. And now we're going to do it over here on ours. Testing audio. Yep. Okay, it works. That's all we need to know. Now we have a working radio in this thing to talk to your friends with in the air. And I've also just realized we need to make landing gear steering so we can actually steer when we're on the ground. That's very important. I don't think it's like super important though, so that's going to be on the complete for right there. So let's see, when it's on, it will go to this button right here, and when it's on, we'll connect it to our yaw control from here. So that's just how that's going to have to work. And then our switched value will be straight to our landing gear steering. And then what button should we have to actually switch it? All right, so I think we'll do number 2. Number 2 will switch it to our, wait, where was this at? Right here. So it'll be the switch signal. When it's off, it won't be anything. And all right, let's go ahead and test this out. So as you can see, when I go left to right now, it does nothing. But now when I click number 2, it will work. Oh, it actually does work. That's awesome. So let's try taxiing. Okay, so this is going to be interesting, especially because the engines have to like spool up. And we're also going to be running down our radio right here. Oh, hopefully that doesn't break anything. It might, because that antenna looks very long. Okay, so landing gear will start steering. I'm going to try steering here to the right. Okay, so we're steering to the right and it works. Okay, that's amazing. Don't steer it too hard because you will have that happen. Okay, noted. Oh, this thing is super hard to like steer on the ground. Okay, cut down the throttle to like 8%. We'll do 8% and continue trying to steer it. I forgot we also need wheel brakes for landing. Okay, we'll do that on our other buttons because we have a whole bunch of those still available. But now we have landing gear steering. Let's go ahead and add whatever we were going to add. And then we're going to have number 3 be our landing brakes. So these are going to help us land, and we have to do landing, not land brakes. And then the one below it will just be our brakes. So that'll be basically our park brake once we're, you know, parked. And for all that, we're just going to need this one microcontroller right here, which is pretty important. So we'll put that on that panel right here. And so landing brakes will be connected to this one. So brakes will go to here, and it's that one right there. And then we have the park brake, which is like number 3 or 4. Is it 3 or 4? I think it's 4. We'll just connect it to 4. But all right, when this number is on right here, when it's on, it will go to 0.35. We have to actually test this out and land it with this. Let's go ahead and go in here and click landing brakes. So number 3 is landing brakes. Now landing brakes should be on. Oh, I think I forgot to connect it to like all the wheels. Okay, yeah, that's important. And we forgot to connect it to the microcontroller itself. Okay, that's important. And then we'll do variable brake, and I think we're good. Oh yeah, the other park brake. We'll have to do brakes connected to these ones also. There we go. So now all the landing gears should be fitted with some pretty advanced braking systems. So let's go ahead and test this out. Here we go. Neotastic is taking off right now. Look at, we're detecting that little radar thing over there that's still detecting us. We're still launching all of our chaff off like the second we spawn in. But let's see here. If I click number 2 to enable the landing gear steering, we're going to turn really hard to the right here. That's fine. A wing strike. Oh, okay, never mind. That's not fine. You know what? Clear for takeoff. Here we go. We are now in the air. We're going to be putting our... Oh, why is it nosediving? Something's going on here. Here we go. Neotastic coming in for a landing. We're going to be activating landing brakes. So landing brakes are now on. We should be able to land and not like... Oh, what's going on here? Like I was saying, we should be able to land and not like die. Okay, so let's see how this will work. We're coming in really hot here. We're going to start throttling down once we line it up perfectly like that. Throttle it down. And now we are coming in for a landing and destroy the front nose. Okay, this thing's kind of hard to land. We'll try doing some customizations to that, but the landing brakes do work. I can say that for a fact. Okay, maybe we should eject, which eject doesn't even work. Okay, yep, now we need to do that. So as you can see, the ejection button didn't work, so we need to add all that stuff on the different subgrids. So everything in this room, we're going to just put on a different subgrid because that'll just work better. And we're going to go ahead and cut these out, see if I missed any microcontrollers in here. I think we actually got them all. That's smooth. All right, perfect. We're going to merge this back in, except this time we're going to grab some robotic pivots and, you know, kind of fix this. So we're going to put some robotic pivot placements like right here, and then of course merge it into the robotic pivot so it doesn't fly out of place. And then we need some actually facing a different direction. So is that the seat right there? No, it's not. So we can put one right there and merge it into this. So now it shouldn't move side to side at all. Now everything's on a different subgrid. Ejection should work no matter what here. All right, so now if I crash into the ground or just have like a rough landing like last time, we shouldn't actually not be able to eject. So let's kind of start angling it down here. This is going to be a very rough landing and just completely nosedive right here. Oh, failed landing. And now if we click number 6, it won't work. Wait, what's going on with that? Okay, it does work. Our rocket boosters just didn't activate. Why didn't those activate? That's actually kind of concerning. Those all should be connected to like when it actually does. I don't know. All right, so I just made the process much faster. So now if we click it, it'll be like almost immediately, which is great. I don't know why it wasn't working though. Let's try like crashing again and see if it works now. Wait, you want to know what? It's because none of our ejection stuff was even on that subgrid. It's all like in our fuel tank. Okay, so we're gonna copy this stuff over here and put it on our subgrid in the back, I think. All right, so now if it doesn't work, we might have some issues. We're gonna do a little crash here, so we'll do something like this. And now if we click number 6, it's... I don't know why it's not working. Oh, I know why. It's not letting our canopy go open. Wait, what's opening the canopy? That has to be it, because the canopy is actually breaking. That's why it's not like opening. I mean, I guess that's just going to be an issue. So if your canopy ever does get damaged, you're not going to be able to actually eject, guys. But that's probably going to be it for this systems video. We added a whole bunch of stuff today, but let me know in the comments if there's something we definitely did forget that we should add. I think I've added a lot of stuff, but you know, we've probably missed some stuff. But make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit that bell, join the Discord. Link is in the description. But thanks for watching and goodbye.